Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Spain has officially declared a 3 days mourning for the catastrophe, authentic apocalypse that we lived here in Valencian Community and in other parts of Spain. And we give our absolute solidarity and help to all those in need. We feel the extreme necessity, even though today is the All Saints Day, it's a national holiday, to bring you up the news about everything that is going on from the first person who lives here in Valencian Community and has seen a lot of the things that happened. Welcome to the latest Spanish news update. We have different news prepared for you guys today. We will talk a little bit, don't worry, we will talk a little bit about the situation in terms of tourism, what's going on right now, about the fiestas and celebrations that will be happening in Benidorm town shortly. We will touch the news about the apocalyptic Dana storm that hit Spain quite hard and specific areas of Spain as it is, what happened and what continues to happen in our country as for the day of today. And the last news will be about a very good service, slightly more positive news, because not everything is bad. A slightly more positive news from Benidorm town about what's happening and what is the brand new project that Benidorm expects to have towards the end of this year, 2024. So basically, in the following couple of months. And we will finish up with the weather forecast. I will let you know what do we expect for the upcoming week. Will there be any more torrential rain and storms? You're about to find out. First of all, let's talk about the situation in tourism. As you all know, this part of the year is still quite busy. There's quite a lot of people arriving. There's midterm holidays, as you've mentioned, in England, in Netherlands, maybe some more countries. Thus, many people with children do travel still. It is quite difficult, though, for all those who are here in Spain. We've started from this past Monday. We've started the national strike that affects all entire Spain for transport service and public transport service. Transportation plus the public transport service, aka the bus service, which means that maybe it is good that this happened with everything that happened with the Dana storm. Definitely. But apart from that, a lot of transport truck drivers, bus drivers, they were not working. There's minimum service established, which varies in different regions. In Barcelona, for example, in Catalonia, it's about 40%. In other regions, it might be 20, 30, 50%, 60%, depends on each one of them. But basically, they are going on strike. They went on strike to make sure that they have better work conditions, to make sure that they retire earlier, because their jobs, as it is, obviously, it's not an easy job, especially for transportation. It's something that brings up some health issues in the future. And they feel like they are entitled, as well as other professions such as housekeeping, cleaning, firefighters, police officers, etc., to retire slightly earlier with 100% of their pensions, to improve some working conditions, to improve the salaries too, and public transport such as bus service also summed up to all of this, which is why in our region you were able to see that people who are traveling between Benidorm and Altea were literally staying on the bus stop for an hour, hour and a half, uh, depends on the day. And they were literally waiting for the buses to come, but no buses were arriving. This was due to the fact that there was just a minimum amount of service. This is only when it's like peak moments of the day, when you know that there's going to be a lot of people there. But apart from that, people were spending a lot of time on the bus stop just waiting for the buses that never came. Apart from that, even though the bus service is not as good these weeks, and if things don't change, probably in December they will go on an absolute forever strike, even for Christmas holidays and New Year, which is going to be a disaster. Hopefully, it's not going to be the case. Fingers crossed. Even so, we have some important fiestas coming right now, the November fiestas. We love these. We always attend, and November fiestas in Benidorm are the most important fiestas to celebrate the city of Benidorm itself. And we have fairs by the Plaza de Toros. We have crafts markets, we have parades, we have fireworks, we have mascleta, we have so many things going on in town that all people who are coming here for November fiestas, they absolutely love it. After November fiestas are over, there are some fiestas that are really well known for international community too, that we obviously will show you guys as well here on the channel. Definitely some great and busy weeks are waiting for us here in Benidorm town. All the program for November fiestas, you have it on the official website of tourism of Benidorm, on the Visit Benidorm website as well. You can check it out. It's in Spanish and in English, so you will be able to plan ahead, or just go to the tourism office in Benidorm at the end of the Levante Beach, and they will inform you about where specifically will these fiestas be happening, and in which specific location will one or the other celebration be held. The second news is the reason why we are dressed all in black today. And this is the reason why we have 3 days of mourning right now in Spain officially. It's not only due to what happened in Valencian Community, but we are the regions that has been affected the most, sadly. We did receive some messages from you guys in Instagram and just private messages asking if we are all right. And yes, we're absolutely fine. Thank God. In our region of Benidorm, Alcea, Albir, Alfaz del Pila, Nucia, like all this part, Villajoyosa, Alicante, Calpe even, it did not rain that much, which means that we did not get these floods and these extreme quantities of water in a very short period of time. But other parts of Valencian community actually did. You can see some images that were published by different newspapers, local and national newspapers online, so that you could see what was the actual damage caused by the Dana here in Spain the past few days. In Valencia, Andalusia, Catalonia, right now, Castilla-La Mancha, and some north parts of Spain at this very moment is where Dana is heading. So it's going towards like upside of Spain already. And they are also in red alert. So they are kind of preparing for what might come, seeing what happened here in Valencian community. To be honest with you, no one expected here in Valencian community, around Valencia and surrounding villages, no one expected that this might happen. We did have torrential rainstorms sometimes past years, but it wasn't as bad as it was this time. As a result, people got trapped inside of their houses, inside of vehicles, inside of their garages, which was very sudden, very fast. People lost their lives. As for the day of today, at least 158 people lost their lives due to Dana in Spain. These are confirmed ones. These special units of help, of emergencies, are still working on it. Don't think that these past 2 days were enough to clean all the mess up, to find all the people that were missing. No, they're still working on it. So this number is growing really fast. It almost doubled itself from last couple of days. So we'll see how it will go. There's a lot of people who are staying, who have been evacuated, who are staying somewhere else because their house is absolutely destroyed. Vehicles, all material things. This is a minor issue, okay? Obviously, you've worked hard for these things. You've earned your money to buy these things, and it hurts, but losing all of it just like that, your vehicles, your belongings in the house. But the most important thing is that a lot of people are alive. A lot of people managed to save themselves and their loved ones. There are many places, such as animal shelters, that suffered a lot, and there are donations for it established. There are national phone numbers that you can call in case you miss someone here in Valencian community. You can call these numbers, emergency numbers, and ask if someone's been found, get some more information about it. We're bringing diapers, first need foods that do not get bad like in a couple of days. We bring baby clothes, baby milk powder, milk, etc., hygiene products to many points that are established through the Valencian community. Workers of emergency systems are coming from north parts of Spain uh, here to help as much as they can, but the situation is still not really, really good. It was an authentic apocalypse. It is the worst Dana storm that we've had in 60 years, in more than half of a century. And obviously, no one was prepared. Curious enough, in Catalonia, this storm went from Valencian community to Catalonia region, and early in the morning yesterday, they've had a red alert, the same as we did. We had a purple, they had a red alert, which is more or less basically the same thing. That there's going to be a storm coming, there's going to be extreme intense rain coming. And at 9 in the morning, they still received children at school. At 9:50, children, so parents dropped children at school. At 9:50, just 15 minutes later, schools called the parents to pick the children up because it's a red alert. Why in the world are you not prepared? I think that here in Spain, and it's a bad thing to say, but it's kind of true, they do not learn from their mistakes. You've seen what happened in Valencian community here with us. You've seen what happened. Government's seen it. And yet still you have a red alert in Catalonia. You know what is waiting for you, and you let children go to school. What is that? What kind of measures are those? This is absolutely bizarre. It's to treat people like animals. Even though I know you might be in danger, I'm just gonna send you there because it's a work day. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm just really, really happy that no one that children did not get injured. That some people got trapped actually after this, but I hope people will learn. I hope not only people, but people are kind of prepared, but the government should learn. The government should let people know in advance about what's going on. The government should issue like alerts, go into shelter, don't leave your belongings down. If you're living on a bottom floor, search for something higher. I don't know, some recommendations, because people didn't get any. And as a result, this is what happened. It's not a good way of dealing with things, but luckily, not everyone got injured. We did not have more. What we have right now is already enough, don't get me wrong. It's a serious disaster, but luckily to us, it wasn't much more than that, because people seen it coming. Even though the government didn't do much on time, people seen it coming. And many people survived even though they got trapped. So many material belongings are lost, but luckily many people did survive this worst ever storm in the last 60 years. So that is a real situation that we have here right now. Our region luckily was not affected at all. We have sun shining, it's very nice outside, you can see it here in the images. um, we are protected, which is why it's very important to choose where you live. If you decide to retire in Spain, our region is always protected from these types of danas. It might rain, yes, but it's not going to be as extreme as in other parts, because from one side we have the sea, from the other side we're protected by the mountains, and they stop a lot of the clouds that are coming to our region. We are extremely lucky to live where we are. The last news that I wanted to share with you all is about a service that has disappeared from Benidorm for around 4 years, and now it's going to be back again. The service that might seriously affect, by the way, businesses that live from renting bicycles and mobility scooters, maybe, like, why not, like electric scooters, I mean, here in Benidorm town. Before pandemics, before all this happens, Benidorm tried to put a service for bicycle rentals in Benidorm, which back then it wasn't as popular. Right now, with all the CO2 neutral, green mobility, the world has changed in the last years, and people see the importance of collaborating with it. And if you can take the alternative transport methods, why not to do it? Because it's still great for you. It's great for your health and it's CO2 neutral. So Benidorm is waiting to approve the project of bicycle rental service, the municipal project of like public bicycle rental service before the end of this year, 2024. So basically we have 2 months left to see this project come true. What happens is that it's going to be taken onto a public contest. So the company that offers the best offer for it will put their bicycles out there. Obviously, the logo will be different. It's going to be something like you've seen here on the picture. Bici Benidorm, Biceando Benidorm, something like this, which is like bike Benidorm, something like similar to it. And this company will be in charge of all this service, and Benidorm's town hall will pay to this company to provide this service to all the residents and tourists. It's not going to be coming from the town hall's money as it is. It's all going from European Union funds, which is also good. European Union is promoting a lot the emissions neutral mobility, the green mobility, so called, and this is why they're giving a lot of funds to make it come true. Many bigger cities already have these services for years and years and years and decades, maybe even. Benidorm had it, they've lost it, and now they want to promote it back again because they feel like the city, and we also feel like people are more ready for this green mobility service. As for now, there are many companies in Benidorm that do offer bicycle rentals. Some of them are e-bikes, others are just normal bicycles, and these companies are the ones who will be affected. The one company that will win and will make sure they have a thousands worth of euros contract, it's like to win a lottery in Benidorm. This company will be lucky, but other ones will suffer and probably even will need to shut down if they only center themselves on the rental. Like Tao Bikes, they mostly rent bicycles, like e-bikes. If they will lose it, I'm not sure if they will be able to survive for a long time because obviously public transport bicycles are way cheaper. These companies, they rent a bicycle like between 15 euros, I think, 12, 15 euros up until 20, 25 a day, depends on which kind of bicycle it is. And I personally think it's not the best business. It won't be the best business for these companies when you will be able to get bicycle per minute. Probably that's maybe how it's going to work. Like you put your details, you register maybe somewhere at the beginning point, you use it, and then at the end point, this bicycle has like a tracking device or something assigned. Once you clip it in and you secure it, it will just charge you from the card the minutes that you've used, or maybe like a daily pass or something like this. That would be good as well, which is cheaper than the minutes price overall. um, that is a great alternative. So not sure what these companies will do, but this service is just a matter of time what will be available here in Benidorm, hopefully by the end of this year. So just a couple of months, even slightly less than that. Let us know if you will use this transport service, brand new one. It will have, by the way, more than 30 stations around all the entire Benidorm town. It's more than enough to find a closer station to where you would want to leave the bicycle. And now let's talk about the weather forecast. What is waiting for you here in Benidorm? And let me tell you that today, obviously, it's sunny. It's very nice. It's very warm. The worst part has passed. From the Valencian community, we still gather pieces and shatter pieces of many people's lives, but weather-wise, it's not raining anymore. The sun is back. We have blue skies as nothing ever happened. This Sunday, so the day after tomorrow and Monday, it might be raining a tiniest bit, but just some certain points of the day, nothing major, no rainstorm, nothing like this. And on Thursday, it might be raining slightly more, but once again, it's just a usual rain. It's no rainstorm, no giant amounts of water pouring from the sky in record amounts of times. By the way, right now it was around 120 liters per square meter in question of less than an hour. That is bizarre. So nothing like that will be happening in the next week or two at least. The temperatures are very, very nice. On the sunshine, it feels like it's 25, to be honest. It's like kind of burning your head and burning your face. Like you can feel the sun on your skin, but overall it's around 20 to 23 degrees here in the region. It's going to maintain the same, might be around 20 when it's going to be cloudy or when it's going to be raining, but we have gorgeous weather for the month of November. And probably even those who are coming now, you can sunbathe by the beach. You can walk in t-shirts, shorts, and summer dresses, even flip-flops if you wish. You could try and get into the sea. For us, it's cold. By the way, yesterday we filmed a video, not yesterday, but the one that you've seen previously, the video about the ghost legend of Benidorm. Authentic legend, by the way, from Benidorm. We filmed it for Halloween. It's a brand new edition. We've never did anything like this before. So if you didn't see it just yet, check it out because this video is like none of the ones that we previously did. We've spent more than 3 hours on editing this video. We've spent more than half of the night shooting the images for this video. And definitely we did our best. I think it's a very, very good outcome of what we could do with this video and what it resulted into. And it is a Halloween special. It is a special for the All Saints Day. It is a legend that a lot of people believe it's true. And even yesterday, even when we went to the beach, I was the one in the white dress. We were filming it, and I had to go bare feet by the sea because that was one of the scenes that we needed to film for this video. I'm going to insert the scene right here. And whenever I went into the sea, the water was quite cold. That is where I'm heading with it. The water was quite cold. Maybe on midday, it is another sense, another feel that you get. But at night, going into the sea bare feet, it's slightly uncomfortable. So bear that in mind. Maybe not for a whole swim, but we've seen people do it. Actually, we've seen people do it exactly when Dana was here. These are some images. We've seen people do it. We've seen entire families go into the sea as crazy when it was cloudy, when we've had like yellow, red flag on the beach forbidding to swim. People were filming them because that was insane to get into the sea with this type of weather. But I guess for them it was quite warm enough. Thank you for accompanying us on today's video. We wish you a lovely day. Remember, if you are lacking connection with someone in Valencian Community or somewhere in Spain where Dana has passed and where there are serious consequences, don't forget there are emergency numbers you're able to call. Post it on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram, wherever you can. Send it to us. We will post it for you guys. Just to make sure that these people are safe, and maybe with help of everyone we will be able to find them. We'll see you in a new video here on the channel. Bye, Dees.